Hello, it's Charles with Uber Eats. Today is Thursday, the 12th of March, 2026. And I am blessed and grateful because I received that precious gift of tomorrow with God's wake-up call. And I got to see another day here in beautiful, sunny, warm Tampa, Florida. And you also woke up this morning after receiving God's wake-up call, and you received that precious gift of tomorrow. Not everybody in this world went to sleep last night with the promise or even the hope of waking up the next day and getting to see another day here on earth. So I, for one, am most definitely blessed and grateful to God, the good Lord, for giving me another day here on earth. God is good. God is great. In always, amen. And I'm blessed for having Jesus Christ in my life. I love Jesus Christ. He's my Redeemer, my Savior, and my advocate. It's been a blessing. It is a blessing having Jesus Christ in my life. I love Jesus Christ and I love the Lord. I had a decent day yesterday. My earnings-wise, I hit what I needed to earn for Wednesday, but I didn't hit my target for quests. I completed 17 deliveries towards my 110 quest on Monday. I did 18 on Tuesday, but I only did 16 on Wednesday. So I fell short a bit of where I had hoped to been going into Thursday's delivery day. I was hoping to be around 55 or 56 deliveries, but I've only got 51 completed. So now I need to complete 19 today to get me up to 70. And then I need to do 20 the next 2 days, Friday and Saturday. That'll have me hitting my 110 mark for and I'll earn an extra $240 this week with the Uber Eats app. I'm sitting up here at my normal spot at the Circle K outside here, and I've been inside and I already have my free cup of ice in my Starbucks cup. You see that? Free ice. It started to melt a little bit already. And I left plenty of room up top for my drink. And I'm back on schedule now. I should be drinking this. This is the flavor I should be having this Thursday, the 12th of March, 2026. See that tea and lemonade? This can says L2515, and with today being the 12th of March, and there's 16 days left in December. L is the 12th letter of the alphabet. This can was made December the 15th. So you've got 16 days left in that month, and then January and February. So this can is 2 months, 16 days, and 12 days. So 28 days old. This can is 2 months, 28 days old. I'm going to go ahead and get it cracked open here and started. I'm going to be drinking peach tomorrow, and then Saturday I'll be drinking the wild berry, and then of course green tea on Sunday. Oh yeah, that's good. I should be able to get the rest poured in there. Yeah, oh, that's good stuff. I went on to Powerball, the Powerball website, to find out if I had hit any numbers, and I don't believe any of my numbers came in. Here it goes. The number that came in on the Powerball last night on the 11th of March was 3, 6, 55, 58, 63, and the Powerball 12. And no one hit the jackpot. So according to that website, Saturday's jackpot is up to over 75 million for the 14th of March. And yeah, I didn't hit a single number. I don't play any of those numbers on the Powerball. I play, here's my ticket I played for last night. See that? I play 14, 22, 25, 37, 49, and the Powerball of 23. So yeah, not a single number came in of my numbers last night. Something else, not necessarily good for me, but just kind of funny happened to me yesterday. When I went into the McDonald's, I normally have that receipt out with the coupon code on it that gives me the buy one get one free sandwiches at the McDonald's. But I slipped up. I was talking to somebody at the register and it distracted me and I never got it out of my wallet. Well, I ordered my breakfast and the manager there gave me my buy one get one free sandwich without me even giving her the receipt with the code on it. So I'm going to be using this today. I've got it out this time. I'm going to keep it out. But I got a free breakfast sandwich without really being entitled to one. They just punched it in there, I guess, out of memory that I always get a free sandwich sent, and she didn't even ask me for my receipt. So I don't feel bad about it, but I just think it was a funny thing to happen that they they gave me that free breakfast sandwich without me even asking. They just kind of put it in there out of habit, I guess. Well, with the time right now being 4:49 a.m. and the website weather-atlas.com saying the sun will rise today at 7:44 a.m. That's 2 hours 55 minutes from now, and according to that website the sun will set this evening at 7:35. So today Tampa will enjoy over 11 hours 51 minutes of daylight. I also checked out my numbers on the Uber Eats app and I had more people respond to my survey. I reminded every single customer, to my knowledge, I reminded every single customer, I believe, about the survey and told them I'd really appreciate the feedback. I like seeing how well I treated my customers, and that paid off this time. It doesn't always pay off. I did that the other day and only one person responded to my survey, so you never can tell about how people will respond. But it looks like I got 23 upvotes yesterday on those 5 metrics that demonstrate how well I treat my customers. My customer satisfaction score is still at 99%, which is very good. My canceled percent, I'm on average canceling 4% of the orders that I pick up. My on-time delivery stayed the same from yesterday. I'm still at 97%, but my acceptance score went down. I accepted 90% of the offers that came through the app yesterday, which is still at all good numbers, all high numbers. My deliver with care went up 5. I had 5 people respond that I delivered food to their door with great care. I'm now at 695. I had 4 people respond that I delivered food to their door with a friendly demeanor. I'm now at 612 there. I had 6 more people respond that I was quick and efficient with my delivery. I now have 602 people responding that way. Good communicator went up by 3 to 596. I had 3 people respond that I was a good communicator. And then my area of opportunity is still perfect handoff. I had 5 more people respond that I delivered food to their door with a perfect handoff. I have 573 people responding that way as of this Thursday morning. I'm happy to see gas hasn't gone up at this Circle K for the 3rd or 4th day in a row. I believe the 3rd day in a row it hasn't gone up. It's still at $3.69 for the low grade, which is still quite high. That's more or less $1 higher than it was when I got here the first week in September. So it's went up $1 since I just moved in here almost 7 months ago. I went on to AAA and Gas Buddy so I could compare this gas price with the national price of gas and this price of gas in the state of Florida. And according to those resources, this Circle K is a penny higher than the Florida state average. The Florida state average this morning is at $3.68, which is 9 cents higher than it was yesterday. The average price of gas in Florida was $3.59 yesterday. This morning it's $3.68. And the average price of gas in the United States, hold on, these are figures from yesterday. Hang on, I screwed that up. Gas price is $3.69, the same as yesterday, but gas has only went up a penny in the state of Florida from yesterday. It was $3.68 yesterday. It's $3.69 this morning. And gas has went up 6 cents in the United States. It's went up from $3.53 yesterday to this morning it's $3.59. So this Circle K is the same as the Florida state average, but it's higher than the national average by 10 cents. I also wrote down what that website weather-atlas.com had to say about the weather today in Tampa, and this is what it said. This website says Tampa will be partly cloudy with a high of a humid 88 degrees. It goes on, it says light rain is expected with less than a quarter of an inch. 65% chance of precipitation, with thunderstorms arriving in the early afternoon, a high of 82 and a low of 61. Then I asked Meta AI about the weather in Tampa this 12th of March, Thursday, 12th of March, 2026. And this is how Meta AI responded. It said, Tampa is looking soggy Thursday, March 12th, with thunderstorms in the afternoon, a 70% chance of rain, precipitation, a high of 82 and a low of 61. Winds will be blowing at 10 to 20 miles an hour out of the southwest. And then I only went on to one of the YouTube resources to find out about weather today. They had meteorologist James Hopkins on 10 Tampa Bay News. James says that the cold front coming through today will not bring lower temperatures and will bring a 50% chance of rain over the Tampa Bay. Thursday, and most of this rain will fall between 3 p.m. and 9 p.m. I like the sound of that. I'll be able to have most of my deliveries in by then. He's expecting 1 to 2 inches, depending on where you're at in the bay, of rain. 83 high temperature and a low of 70 going into Friday morning, according to meteorologist James Hopkins. I also wrote down all the deliveries I completed for Wednesday, the 11th of March. And I started out the day with a double. I did a Courier Saver and Dunkin' Donuts order to start the day. The Courier Saver was for Sammy, and the Dunkin' Donuts from East Fowler was a pickup for Dawn. Dawn and Sammy, I don't know how the tip broke down. It only said I earned $14.54 for some reason. Maybe Sammy didn't, or maybe Dawn didn't tip me, is why no tip showed up there. But I'm happy with the $14.54, so I can't complain about that. It was a fairly simple double to do, and I earned a good wage for a short delivery. So thank you, Dawn and Sammy, for the business. I appreciate that. I appreciate that $14.54. After dropping off Dawn's Dunkin' Donut order, I went on another double. This was for Ariana and Nellie. Ariana wanted Tropical Smoothie Cafe on East Fowler, and Nellie wanted Starbucks on Fletcher and Telecom. Nellie and Ariana, they tipped me $5.37, and I earned a fare of $6.56. So I made $11.93 on that Tropical Smoothie and Starbucks order. Thank you so much for the tip, Nellie and Ariana. I appreciate the both of you. Then I went on a single for Bob. Bob wanted Box of Cubans restaurant on Dona Michelle. Bob's fare was $2 and he tipped me $4.06. I made $6.06 on Bob's Box of Cubans order. Thank you, Bob, for the over $4 tip. I appreciate that, and I appreciate the fare, the business I earned from you for the Box of Cubans order. Thank you so much for that kindness and generosity, Bob. And then number 4 was a double. No, I'm mistaken. It was a single. It was a good paying single. Number 4 was for Sierra. Sierra wanted Front Porch Coffee Mobile. It's a food truck on Bruce B. Downs. Sierra tipped me $11.04 for picking up that coffee order, and I earned a fare of $2.16, so I made $13.20 for just a simple coffee pickup. Thank you so much for the overly generous over $11 tip, Sierra. I really appreciate that. That was above and beyond what I can expect for a single coffee order. So thank you so much for that. I appreciate that. And then I went back to Box of Cubans for my 5th trip. This was a double. Carl wanted Box of Cubans on Bruce B. Downs. This was a different Box of Cubans, the location, Bruce B. Downs. And then Candy wanted Panda Express on East Fowler. Candy and Carl, I earned a fare of $1.89 and they tipped me $7.63, so I made $9.52 for picking up Candy's and Carl's order. Thank you so much for the very generous, nearly $8 tip, Candy and Carl. I appreciate the both of you. And then trip number 6 might have been, no, that was a double for Dom and Tay. Tay wanted Wing Shack on East Fletcher. Wing Shack is a ghost kitchen that operates out of Clutch City Chicken food truck. And Dom wanted Kiki breakfast on Bruce B. Downs. Tay and Dom, they tipped me $8.85 and I earned a fare of $2, so I made $10.85 for picking up that Wing Shack and Kiki breakfast for Dom and Tay. Thank you so much for the nearly $9 tip, Tay and Dom. I appreciate the both of you, and I appreciate all my customers that I had yesterday. You're getting me closer and closer to my $240 extra this week, so I appreciate all the business I can get. And I appreciate all my customers because they are helping me save up for my retirement. They help me with my rent, my car insurance, gas, upkeep on my car, buying my next car, and enjoying all the food I'm getting here in Tampa Bay. So thank you so much to all my customers. I appreciate everybody. After dropping off Dom's Kiki breakfast order, I went on trip number 7. This was a double for Chris and Mac. Chris and Mac wanted Taco Sun on 56th. They were very generous and tipped me $11 and their fare was $4, so I made $15 even for picking up that double for Chris and Mac from Taco Sun. Thank you so much for the generous $11 tip, Chris and Mac. I appreciate that. Then I went on a single. Trip number 8 was a single for Angel. Angel wanted La Segunda Bakery on 15th Street. Angel's fare was $2 and he tipped me $4, so I made $6 for picking up Angel's La Segunda Bakery order. Thank you, Angel, for the generous $4 tip. I appreciate that. And then trip number 9 was another double for Dee and Alex. Dee wanted Nick's Gyros and subs on Hillsboro, and Alex wanted Taco Bell off of Hillsboro. Alex and Dee, they tipped me $11.22 and their fare was $4, so I made $15.22 for picking up Taco Bell and Nick's Gyros and subs for Dee and Alex. I appreciate the both of you. You didn't have to tip me anything at all, but you did, so I appreciate that. Made $15.22, and looking at the rest of these, I made $8.21 and $11 and $12. So my best paying trip yesterday looks like it was the first trip. No, $15.22 for Alex and Dee. Alex and Dee was my best paying run of the day. After dropping off Alex's Taco Bell order, I went on a single for Kay. Number 10 was a single. Kay wanted Yummy House China Bistro on Hillsboro. Kay's fare was $2 and Kay tipped me $6.21. So I made $8.21 for picking up Chinese from Yummy House China Bistro on Hillsboro. Thank you for the $6.21 tip, Kay. I appreciate that. And then I wrapped up the day with another single. Number 11 was a single for Lane. Lane wanted Duff Famous Wings on North Nebraska. Lane tipped me $9 and I earned a fare of $2, so I made $11 for picking up Lane's Duff Famous Wings on North Nebraska. Thank you so much Lane, for the generous $9 tip. I appreciate that. Well, I hope you all are having a super week like I am. I'm having a great week. God bless you all, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Have a great day.